During 2012, the city of Stockton experienced a record number of homicides and other violent crimes. The big question for us was how we were going to address this problem, especially with the fiscal problems we were facing and the reduced number of police officers on our staff. The other question was how we were going to break the cycle of crime in our community. So the city of Stockton decided to implement one aspect of its Marshall Plan, which is a community-based, multifaceted approach to crime reduction. The aspect that we implemented is called Operation Ceasefire. While there are many approaches to the implementation of Ceasefire, the approach that we took was to involve the community and civic leadership in working together to communicate a powerful anti-violence message. This message is a message with power, enhanced by, number one, providing realistic alternatives to violent lifestyles. Number two, focusing enforcement on those young men at very highest risk of endangering their lives and the community. The main goal was to reduce shootings, but in a lot of cases, recidivism was reduced and community and police relations have been enhanced. Granted, we still have a long way to go, so I ask that we be patient. Operation Ceasefire moves fast, but it can't happen overnight. What is more is you can't always see implementation. In other words, there will be no ribbon cutting ceremonies. But just know this, know that the community leaders, the clergy, service providers, and criminal justice agencies are working with a joint focus on the very highest risk groups and individuals. Strategic focus is what makes this work. Look, we are up against one of the most serious problems facing American cities today. It's not going to go away overnight.
In the past few years, Stockton has become more active in legislative advocacy with a stronger presence in Washington and Sacramento. We've significantly expanded our water portfolio with a diversity of water sources, including the recent completion of the largest public infrastructure project in the history of our city, the Delta Water Supply Project. Because of our focus on our future, we were well prepared for this drought. In addition, the city is actively protecting our interests related to flood management. And in the last year, Stockton played a key role in a coalition that ensured the reauthorization of the National Flood Insurance Program, which saved Stockton residents tens of millions of dollars. The single largest threat to our water supply is the current version of the Bay Delta Conservation Plan, which includes the Twin Tunnels Project. Once operation of the project begins, Stockton's intake for the Delta Water Supply Project and our regional wastewater treatment system will be seriously compromised by degraded water quality and quantity. Stockton led the way in forming the San Joaquin Delta Coalition, consisting of the county, every city in San Joaquin, water agencies, agriculture, business, and the environmental communities. The coalition favors a statewide water policy which will support flood control efforts, strengthen our levees, and provide funding for regional projects which will actually increase our water supply through conservation, new technology, groundwater recharge, and increased storage capacity. The Council is committed to continuing to work hard to protect our natural resources, our economy, and our residents.
The Economic Development and Audit Committee's reporting is vital to the financial health of the City of Stockton. With 27,000 businesses in the city, the majority of these are small, it's important that we continue to bring new businesses here and retain the ones that we have. The City of Stockton offers many programs to assist small businesses, such as microloans, commercial facade improvement loans, commercial emergency grant program, and a local business preference ordinance, which gives preference to the Stockton businesses doing business with the city. One of the City Council goals is to streamline the processes at the permit center by being more customer service oriented. We can provide quicker turnaround times for permits. Helping small businesses and entrepreneurs is a vital part of ensuring Stockton's economic development. As chair of the audit committee, I worked hard with other members to focus on transparency and accountability on audits. As a result, the city has adopted a 24-month plan that allows us to provide more timely audits and to strengthen our financial standing. With improved economic development and stronger fiscal accountability, the City of Stockton will recover from bankruptcy with a strong financial future.
Over the past few years, we've made incredible improvements in the way the city helps support job creation in our community. Our permit department is a great example. We've been able to significantly reduce the time it takes to issue permits while enhancing the level of service to our customers. Plan checks and reviews that used to take months are now done in a matter of days. Whether you're looking to open up a restaurant, construct new office space, or just install a water heater, from the moment you walk in the door, our mission is to process your request in the timeliest manner possible with the highest level of customer service. Changes and improvements in our city often start with the work of subcommittees of the City Council. The Legislation and Environmental Committee is a great example. As chair of that committee, I'm working with fellow council members Tubbs and Burgos Medina, and over the past year, we've been able to work on legislation that supports local business. We've enhanced our local vendor preference ordinance, giving businesses located in Stockton a greater edge when bidding for contracts to provide goods and services to the city. That generates more revenue for local businesses and keeps sales tax right here in our own community. But our work is far from over. We continue to develop new and better ways to improve the quality of life for our residents and make our city more business friendly. There's more to come.
The City Council recently approved the generation of an economic development strategic plan that will guide our future and include a 5-year roadmap and work plan for the city, focusing on job opportunities, supporting entrepreneurship and innovation, and increasing private investment. In addition to addressing our public safety and crime issues, economic development is key to our success. Like most large cities across the nation, Stockton's downtown declined throughout the decades. Demographics and values are changing. More people are seeking and choosing to live in downtown urban locations. Successful cities recognize basic principles that encourage business and residential activities in urban downtown areas, including livability, walkability, and sustainability. There has been a great focus on the revitalization of downtown because it is the heart and soul of community, and our entertainment venues should include more business and residential activity. Thanks to the generosity and involvement of our community and business partners, Stockton has been fortunate to have the Urban Land Institute conduct analyses of our downtown. Over the past decade, the findings and recommendations have remained consistent. The study recognized that local government has the responsibility to create an environment in which private enterprise and entrepreneurs can operate and thrive for the creation of job, wealth, and revenue to support public services. Stockton has the best opportunity to create a vibrant and healthy downtown by focusing on streamlining the development and permitting process, strong participation from public and private sectors, and developing strategies to support infill development. These changes will enhance the area for business attraction and complement and encourage use of mass transit. We may have experienced the perfect storm, but I assure you, we're coming out the other side. Stockton is better than ever and open for business.
know that our greatest opportunity for preventing violence is by intervening before it happens. Through our work on creating the Marshall Plan on Crime, we know that most youth involved with serious or violent crime do not continue. Only about 8% continue as adults. There are early risk factors for violence in adolescence, things like involvement in criminal acts, early substance abuse, being male, aggressiveness, and absent parents. And it's all of these risk factors that make mentors for our youth, mentors like you, particularly for our young males, so incredibly important. To turn around high-risk youth and to turn around our community, we have to interrupt the multi-generational criminal justice involvement, get out ahead of school failure, revitalize neighborhoods, and restore peace. Programs such as the Reinvent Stockton Summer Reading Program at Maya Angelou Library, programs such as the Summer Success and Leadership Academy at the University of Pacific are all promising models of how to really prevent crimes from happening by investing in youth who are the most at risk. People change people. We know the benefits of high-risk youth having a caring adult in their lives. I'm a prime example. But not only do we need to expand mentorship programs, but we must continue to focus and support programs that prevent youth violence. For our part, the city will continue to expand and support the successful work of our nationally lauded Peacekeeper program. In addition to that, we are also going to form the Office of Violence Prevention to ensure that these programs become institutionalized, do not go away, and become a part of the very fabric of who we are as a city and a community. So while the city does our part, I cannot say enough the power that you have as a community member in serving as a moral voice in violence reduction. Everyone in here can be a role model, and I encourage you all to take the next step and invest your time in mentoring a young person. 4 hours a month can make a large difference over the next 4 years, 16 years, and 40 years as Stockton charts its path to recovery.